This is a special one here. This is Pauly right here. A youth coach that you had that maybe you look back on and inspired you and just made you a better person.
There's a couple. It wasn't so much one specific one, but my father and a couple other fathers in the neighborhood, they had full-time jobs, and they were construction guys and iron workers. My dad was an iron worker, and he used to come right from the job covered in junk. And other days used to come with their tool belts and take their tool belts off and go right to practice. And we didn't have any coaches that were coaches. These guys were just dads on the south side of Chicago. They didn't have any certifications. They just dads who knew a little about football and wanted to help the kids. And I can remember them coming to practice with their work gear still on and practicing for 2 hours, out there doing it, and then going home, and then having dinner, and then getting up the next day. They didn't get paid $1.
No.
And they loved it. My dad could not wait to get to practice. My friends' fathers couldn't wait to get to practice. And I don't know if you notice it then. I don't think, but you remember it now.
Right.
And then you try to do it with your kids or the neighborhood kids. I volunteered for the local football team. I have 2 girls. They don't play football, but I volunteered for the local boys football team for 1 year. It was one of the best years I've ever had.
Right.
And I got to know all these kids, and now these kids are in college, and they keep in touch. And it gives back more than you know.
It's a huge impact. I kind of feel like youth sports stands on the backs of volunteers and electricians. Any advice for that coach out there right now that's struggling with a team, or any advice for that youth coach?
Believe it or not, I would look for people in the community that aren't fathers yet. And because I was not a father yet, and I met this guy who coached youth football, he goes, yes. I said, someday when I have a kid, I'll volunteer. He goes, why wait? I'm like, and I don't know that much about football, but I knew enough to help out a little bit. And I was like, yeah, I guess I don't have to have a kid. And so if you're a graduate who played high school or college football and you live in a community, that's the best way to meet people in the community and get in with the community, is help the local sports teams. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. I wish I had done more than that 1 year, because of work I couldn't do as much. But I remember every bit of it.
Go Cubs.
2016, that's all I need.
That's all
it's
we
great
got.
to meet this guy. I wish I had a voice like him.
Absolutely.